is the Epic Morning Show that comes to you live on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. You can watch me live on we Facebook page now at Epic Radio 99.3 FM and drop a message on 0799949993 on SMS. If you listen to we from the east end of Freetown, we are now live on Choice FM. And this morning, Business Weekly continue. And this morning, they talk about risk taking and reward in business. So, with we in the studio, we get the chief executive and founder for Unimax Radio Limited. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we're happy to have you, Madam Fatima. Say so. Let's start with what's in your business they do in the first place. What does Unimax do?
Okay. Unimax are a logistics company. Basically, we focus on offering delivery service all around Freetown and also in the neighboring countries. We also they do clearing and forwarding, both air freight, sea freight, road freight, you name it. With the delivery, we cut across board. We have bikes,
Yeah, I see a lot of your
delivery
bikes
vans.
across
Yeah,
there.
so if you don't see like the green
Yeah.
bikes with the green box, nah, we that. And yeah, we also they provide moving services, haulage, and all. Waiting with the try for do now, so now for create like a one-stop logistics company. Also, once you want for use with service, we dey take from
From the
A
port
to Z.
to
Yes,
your home. All
yes.
right. So, in the context of business, waiting a risk for a lot of people out there, we, especially smaller businesses, now something we they not quite understand because a lot of the time they might just hear the term. With your own experience, how you would define risk in your own perspective?
Okay, for me as an entrepreneur, risk for every business decision where you as a business person they take, na risk than they. Because at that very moment when you dey take her, you don't know if this go be successful, if this go be productive, or if this go be profitable. So basically every single move where you make, every strategy where you take now your business is a risk. And if you call yourself an entrepreneur and you know your business not get an element of risk, then you not an entrepreneur because as a business person you need for always be ready for venture into places outside the normal person no go going go
No
fail
more
for
for go.
enter.
Okay.
Yes.
And because of that, for example, your own business, which kind of risk associated to what you they do?
So basically, for me, we delivery company. Me first of all, me are the first person we bring delivery service kind of salon in a very organized way. Apart from like the personal corporate companies or even businesses, we just get their own in-house delivery system. And at the point where that may happen, I don't ever know if how say Leon go accept them or go take them because we not all use Dandy. We don't like they see a lot from other countries there. You get like DoorDash, you get like there UPS, you get Uber Eats. You don't say I'm on other country there. But sometimes things the way they work abroad not mean say it go work now with African setting. So for me for make that decision they for say you know what and they bring delivery service can salon and I also believe say whether it's slow or not at the end of the day people then go get used to the idea of having someone running your errands and having someone picking up things and delivering it to your door that trust they go there and they go be established now it make me a very big on consistency because even if somebody not believe in what you they do now but just basically seeing you around for a long time they build confidence for say yes then people are also reliable and go able for trust them so just me going and venturing into uncharted territory na salon was a big risk for me because it can work or it not can work but regardless investment money finance don't already go inside day, you understand? So at the end of the day, I stand a big risk for lose. So even just bringing and making up my mind, say I dey bring delivery service car salon was a big huge risk in my business.
And for a lot of entrepreneurs out there, perhaps because your own capital larger, you might say, okay, there's a chance that you
Well,
could
you don't know
succeed.
if the capital large.
Well,
We'll not just play.
comparatively to the average businesses what they see around, and for some
Okay.
people we get small money, maybe they've just raised, let's say, 5 million, 10 million, and taking a huge leap now, something where they hold them back a lot. What will you say to those kind of people?
Well, any business person and any person we want for venture into entrepreneurship, we get the spirit of fear is not a business person. Because when you call entrepreneurship, the next word you dey look for is risk taking. So if you get that money day and you prefer for me lay on a bank every morning you go watch on your account, then you're not cut out for day into business. Because for every business person, money for always in a treat, they work for you. And I can always say entrepreneur are the most broke people in Wasabi
How is that?
because you always you turn over your income or whatever you revenue for always they work and turn. Any business person we get boku money in a bank, we save her. Is not doing business at all.
That's quite deep. And all right, so in your own case, in terms of all of those risks them will be associated with the industry we they enter, how you don't manage for navigate through that.
Well, yesterday I've been engaged in some very enlightening conversation on Facebook with some people that are respecting at the industry. Um, how I don't manage for
Navigate.
navigate the risk
Yeah.
the one where I don't take. I try for learn from experiences, and at the end they make I still stand by say entrepreneurship. You know the teacher, you promote it, you the promote them, but majority of what you learn is about experiences. Man, not lie. For say you they begin business and they know and you know experience bad certain bad things there like because imagine most times you know even like don't go school for or train for go into what you want for go through you just basically you're going into the business blindly, okay, and you don't know if it go work or not. All you have is passion, determination, endure. Because for me, endurance, because it's not as if it always rosy at all, but the ability what I get for like go sleep and wake up to a new day determined for say I will fit to the point that I will get it right. So the navigation basically in a way you don't get this bad experience, you don't learn from them, and you don't put measures in place for me not happen to you again. That's how you navigate all the risk there. So then also as a business person, you get for learn back for forecast when the risk is too high for you back as well. Every successful entrepreneur, me like me, I still there on the road. I not arrive yet. I'm still learning every day. Any successful entrepreneur way not able for recognize when the risk don't become too high, go there in a red zone because you for they in a position outside and waiting can help you more for do that now when you do like a proper market research because sometimes for only for get the money back as well for do the business not saying that the key thing people want your product, there is a market for it, all na question the way you for the ask yourself, and then thing and they doing your market research as well they help you for no way you they go too much you're taking a too much risk for try for help you for mitigator, but to for just finalize you your question where you ask nobody know there's no person way they into business no they escape or no they escape risk.
I'd imagine say you probably get they get younger entrepreneurs who come up to you and they look up to you and want for get advice from you. What do you tell them about who side them for look or the things them with them for consider if they want for take a huge leap forward?
Okay, me first of all, the advice where I can get. In fact, I do it a lot because I remember when I just go into entrepreneurship. I get support, but not a lot like way like young startup then get now. I tell them every day that you guys are very lucky for you get all the innovative hub there where they come. You have all these programs in promoting entrepreneurship and SMEs and all that. But for me, especially young people, the way will come up to me and just like want get a chat on what they want for do and all that. The first thing that I tell you is you want make entrepreneurship a side hustle or you want make it be like your sole source of livelihood because that's I did the first the seriousness to start. Because when you know say when this thing that a side hustle for you, it doesn't take a much out of you. You understand? And like if you make money I eat. If you don't make money, then I'm fine. You understand? And sometimes now the side hustle back now for me they say, oh, me say get business. And with all two in this CEO word all around, me na CEO to
Yeah.
5 million loans worth of business. That false sense of
Growth
achievement
and
and they make the
achievement.
ego. Now, when you say you want to take entrepreneurship as your sole source of livelihood, that's where the real work starts. Because let me tell you something, you get for put a lot of work, hard work, blood, sweat, tears. If I tell you, I think said you in my journey as an entrepreneur, I go down full up really nearly one drum in tears. Because sometimes it gets so hard that you go later on and bed you cry. Because that one way people and they say, me, I don't have to work for person, I go work for myself left. The day they go work for yourself, it really more difficult than way you just chill, whether business fine or not fine, then pay you, you go home. Working for yourself and having people depending on you. Remember I said the people that will depend on you. Not to the number depend on you. One great staff where you get past five people that will depend on. So you're paying one staff, but indeed you're feeding like five house one whole household. So most says you get 20 staff, you're feeding 20
20,
families.
20 families.
So that way you want later on morning, the stretch now you bid. As you remember say the amount of people that will depend for make this business run. You dey grab one check for go hustle.
So finally now before you go and we've spoken a lot about risk in terms of reaping the reward. What do you think about one single risky move where you make and what's not the lesson we learn from that in terms of the reward we reap from it? I know you must have taken a lot of risky decisions all
For
this
me, all
while.
the risky decisions they were take for translate into cash, profit. It's not the recognition. It's not the winning awards, all the other half thing. And for me, it's two things. It's making profit and also being able to create jobs and livelihood for people there. So imagine if we get, we'll say, 200 small, well-skilled SME people there where they create some amount of jobs and waiting for people there. Would that the impact whether they go make even in we economy? Because I kid you not, the SMEs there, the street trading and all these people, now they make up majority of the people the way they contribute to the economy. So if we promote entrepreneurship and then even put the tools there for encourage more people for going to her, seriously, seriously means say then go there, they are consistent in growing, be very structured, get a stable workplace environment where go able for maintain staff for a while for a long while, it will make a very big impact on we economy. So for me, I think all the risk that I don't take in my life now in the bid for make
This has been an amazing, not like a master class for we, not like a master
Thank,
class for we, and
thank
so
you
so
too. I
many.
hope I did okay because me self they learn and I'm still learning
All
every
right.
day and I'm not perfect. I still they make mistake, but guess what? For me in entrepreneurship, it's about the end justify the means for me.
All right, so you've had it. Stay with me. This is the Epic Morning Show and Business Weekly. Continue here, and many thanks to Madam Fatima Sesay, the managing director of Unimax.